One, live on YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. My name is Miller, and today we're gonna talk about empowerment and autonomy with very interesting people here. Bruna, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, hello everybody. I'm Bruna. I live in Brasília. I work in the public service. I graduate in physiotherapy and physical education, but in the moment I don't work with this area. And let me see, I like to do in my free time, dance, workout, read a bicycle in special at the Sunday. I think that's it.
Very good. Thanks a lot, Bruna. Ricardo, how about you?
Well, I'm Ricardo. I live at São Vicente. I have studied English since a long time ago. And I love watching movies, bars like barbecues and others correlated, and hang out with my friends and family. I work at IT area, and I'm married and have a daughter. That's it.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, everyone. So let's start from the first question, then we can create order. But what's, in your opinion, is empowerment? No, I will change a little bit. What the difference between empowerment and autonomy, in your opinion? Okay, Ricardo, you can start.
About my knowledge, I'm not as exactly expert, certainly. Empowerment is when you could promote empowerment for any kind of people. For example, I don't know. This empowerment could be mental. What's mean? There is a person don't have much self-confidence, and you empower this person, bring more attitude or motivate these people. So in this case, my opinion is good mention. That's a kind of empowerment. And autonomy is more correlated to tasks. For example, you provide the autonomy for these people, and they could make tasks or make the attitudes according our own opinion. For example, these people think in some way or some circumstances, I need to do some attitude, and they do this thing ourselves, and it's not exactly requests authorization for another people. Could be.
Okay. Nice. Bruna, how about you? What do you think? Difference between empowerment and autonomy?
I don't know if I'm sure, but I understand that autonomy is some, and special for me. In the when you have the autonomy, you have the enough money to pay for your things, and for you do what you want, make it what you want, something. It's possible you have your decisions. And the empowerment is you need the autonomy plus any other things, like Ricardo said, a few a self-esteem, a self-confidence and special. Let me see more. Because empowerment, you need to, it's close to autonomy, but when you have autonomy, not necessary you empowered person. Because if you have autonomy, you have enough money, you have freedom, but you don't have self-knowledge, you don't have self-esteem and special, you you don't have empowerment. It's my opinion.
Wow, very good, very good. Because I was thinking the opposite of it, but you brought a very interesting point that because for me the empowerment, in my point of view, I don't know, but I need to think more. But in my point of view, the empowerment is the first stage of the autonomy. Autonomy means that you can do the things by yourself without guidance. And empowerment is more, in my opinion, is more about the feeling, like you have the self-esteem, you are happy with yourself and your results and so on. But now, after your answer, I'm thinking the opposite as well. But very good point.
I'm not sure if maybe the empowerment, like you said, more about the feeling and not and the autonomy. It's like I said, it's maybe for me, it's not about the financial
Okay, related
part.
to the money.
Yes,
Yeah,
but I understand that autonomy, it's not only about the money, it's other things for, let me see, por detrás. But
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, but I think for me, when in the first moment when I think autonomy, I have money to buy anything that I want, that I need. So I'm autonomy in this moment. But I don't know,
Okay.
it's the correct form to the think.
Yeah, I think that there's no right or wrong, but I think in this case, autonomy is more the possibility to do the things by yourself. For example, even if you have the money and you need some guidance, but for example, from your family, like all you need is like how can I say, ride a bike. It's like ride a bike. You have your auto. Sometimes you have the empowerment to ride a bike. Oh, go ahead, you can. But you don't have the autonomy to take a bike and ride by yourself,
Yeah.
because you need some people to guide you. Like, oh no, you. So when you have the autonomy, you can take the bike and ride the bike, and oh, I can do it. I go to the next, the next block and so on. But it's what I understood. But thanks a lot for your consideration, and your answer was very interesting. But I was thinking here about the question number 5. How can individuals empower themselves? Like, you don't have some people to empower you. For example, in English, here, studying English, you don't have some people to empower you, and you need, oh, I need to learn this thing. But sometimes you are sad, oh, it's hard. I don't know how to do it and how to do that. But you need to maintain yourself in a high, uplift energy. How can you do it? Bruna, you can say.
I think it's necessary to invest in self-knowledge, self-esteem, and special confidence, develop self-confidence. It's very, very important. And I think you develop self-confidence practice, and special the language. Foreign
Okay.
language, you need to practice more and more, and stimulate your colleague speak, because a good feedback, a positive feedback, I think it's so good to stimulate the other person. That's it. For me, it's when you put in special, like you said, in language, English, for example, you you need to make a decision that you want to learn something and
Yeah.
develop your confidence. Maybe that's it.
Good. Very good. Ricardo, what's your point? What do you think about this? How can you empower yourself?
Well, there are a lot of different ways to empower yourself. For example, by education, you could learn more things and have more power. But, for example, you could read some books about, how do you say? I'm not sure. How do you say autoconhecimento in English? I don't know. Or something like that. And I believe that you could watch a video or a movie that you could bring more important in your life. I believe that is, I used to say that empowerment is a work in progress. You could study or to say have interest in this topic during our life, continue studying, because normally in our life is not exactly just this feeling is not becoming bigger during entire life. Sometimes this occurs some while, and the line could became down or something like that. So it's necessary you directly you read phrases, read videos, something to become you are more motivated and found empowerment every day in your life. That's it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. We need to try to find source of inspiration or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think the point I think we all here agree with that we need some, some supporting to be empowered. Like even alone, it's very hard alone without anything. But if some kind, sometimes from other people, like from other people, phrases and motivation issues, motivate content or music or something like that. Can you? Oh, now I need to, maintain calm and move forward to, progress myself. Very good. The question that I'm always thinking here, Bruna, do you feel yourself empowered?
So
What do you
now
think about this?
I think yes, but in this moment, like Ricardo spoke, I think, oh my gosh, maybe the empowerment in I don't know if I consider myself an empowered person in a specific area. Maybe it's possible. I consider myself an empowered woman in a specific area. Oh no, I'm an empowered woman because I'm empowerment. I don't know. Yes, nowadays I consider myself an empowered person because I have enough money, autonomy. I think autonomy. I have self-esteem. I have self-confidence, and many areas in my life. Sometimes it's difficult, and when I said language, because I sometimes when I come to the immersion, for example, oh my gosh, I don't know if it's possible to speak about the subject in English. because sometimes it's difficult to speak in Portuguese, maybe
Mhm.
in special in other language, I think it's difficult. And in this moment, oh my gosh, I'm not confident. So in this moment, I don't empower about this area and this subject, no. But I consider myself a empowered woman because I have
Hey,
confidence a lot of in a lot of area. I have self-esteem. I invest in self knowledge, and
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, I think about it like being empowered means that you can face situations with your heads up, like, you know, you can do the things you can do. You feel like, oh, I will do that. I will really do that. Not, oh, I don't know because I'm like this, I'm like that, I'm poor, I cannot, I'm shy, I have problem, I don't know how to do this, I can't learn this, I don't know how can I. No, I will do, whatever it happens, I will do that kind of thing because I'm empowered to do that kind of thing. Like the self-esteem is totally related, in my opinion. And I agree with you. There are some areas that we can feel it like, oh, I really can do it because I did it several times. So I will do it again. And there are new areas, for example, that you feel, oh, I don't know. I don't know how can I handle this. And I need to see more and so on. Good, good.
Yes, but in
Thanks for,
general, it's possible you should julgar if you
okay.
are in power or no.
Yeah, of course, in general. Yeah, I think it's more like when we feel like, how can I explain that? Feel more, I don't know if you have the knowledge, it's kind of mindset that I can do whatever I want. Like, I don't matter what the people are saying about me, but I will do that kind of thing. It's more like this, the more we grow, more we feel like, oh, I don't care about that thing. I don't have time to do this kind of thing. So, well, I'm really empowered because I will do this kind right now. I know that's not easy to think like this because we need to develop, we need to try several times, but being empowered, I always see like this, like that people that, don't care about the thing, just do.
It's the fear.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Ricardo, how about you? Do you feel yourself empowered?
Not really. Well, but I try, I try. Sometimes it's difficult because, well, we faced a lot of difficulties in our life, and uh, well, I believe that some things could motivate you. You could become better when you, for example, study or watch videos, because it's well, sometimes occurs things in our lives that's became bring a lot of negative feelings or thoughts. So that's every day you have to wake up and try to do your best, and empowerment, this feeling could help, could help sometimes. Sometimes you these positive thoughts could become positive movements in your life too. That's it.
Yeah, very good. I was remember here that I was talking to Philip that in the last month I did two international interviews. I was interviewed, and that both interviewers were from India.
Oh,
And I was, I can speak in English. I'm comfortable. Okay, I can do. But then when they start to thinking to speak. Oh my God, was so hard, so hard. And I thought, oh, I don't believe
I
that.
face this problem
I
almost
don't
every
believe
day.
that. I really don't believe that. I will feel,
It's
you know,
another language, and it's not English.
yeah, I felt totally uncomfortable, and I start to think, oh my God, I cannot stop. I cannot stop to learn, you know, because I will always face some problem. You know, that's the common. I need to relax and understand that I will face other problems. And sometimes I feel that I see the people like, you know, in the beginning learning English, like, oh my God, so hard. Man, will be hard. Your whole life. Your whole life will be hard because the more you learn, more you face other, you know, challenges. So I kind of, oh my God, I need to study. And you know, after the interview, I need to learn, I need to listen more Indian speaking English because I need to comprehend better and so on. Because more, you know, about the listening. And I start to understand that we need to become normal the problem, like, you know, normalize the problem. Like, you will have problem, okay, but you need to, you know, find a way to solve it.
And how was the interview?
Wow, the first interview, I was competing with a lot of people around the world. You know, it is the first company in terms of energy transition of the world, so it was really hard. And you know, I passed was 3 stage. I passed the first 2, but you know, the last I cannot, because I had to work on problem solving in a company, and you know, like different things that I never did, so it was hard.
That's really
And
nice. Huh? You,
yes, was a very,
if you could see the positive side, you
totally,
almost wired.
because it
And
was a
it
very
is an experience too.
totally, yeah, was a very good experience for me because I never, you know, I faced a high level challenge competition.
Yeah.
So for me, it was awesome because, for example, I'm not from this field. I applied from a different field that is not my background, and I could move, you know, the 2 first stage, and almost finish the 31, but it wasn't my field, so I had to take decision that I didn't know because it wasn't my field. So I never faced, but you know,
start to believe in.
Yeah, was really interesting. But you know, this the thing that I learned in general, lessons learned, that was I cannot stop. That it. I need to learn more and more.
Yeah, about technology is almost impossible to don't keep in touch with Indians because it's,
but I think it's not about the technology, about the world.
Okay.
You know, because it's geologists. The 2 guys that interviewed me was the leader of the positions. You know, this company is American company, but the leader was Indian. So sometimes I see the people, oh, I want to talk like a native, from where? From where? Because it will be very hard to talk with an American, you know, in a position. The universities in American, in the United States right now, the majority of the people, the professor, are from China or India. So will be the common.
Particularly India, because they receive, how do you say, they are, the salary is cheaper comparing other parts of the world.
Yeah.
And it's so much common you found people that have a doctor degree or master degree in China. So it's common.
Yeah.
In the China became have this same scenario, because they invest a lot of money in education.
Yeah. This was really interesting for me and was a very great experience. And I learned a lot from you. Guys, let me see. The question number 6, what is the role of education in empowerment? Bruna, what do you think is the role of education?
Well, I think the education is the base for all in your life. In our life,
Perfect.
it's the base. It's impossible you do something you don't have education. And special, because if you don't have the education, you accept anything, and it's a big problem, in my opinion. And I understand that if you don't set goals, any path you do. So it's the same, the education. Uh, I don't know how do you say this, but the ignorance, it's so good. I understand that it's because it's possible to accept anything, and you happy with this because you don't understand. So
Yeah.
I understand the education is the base, and in many areas you needed to have that knowledge, because someone how do you say this, passar a perna em você if you don't have a knowledge.
Yeah, I think passar pen could be cheat you.
Teach you.
Shit.
Cheat you, yeah. Yeah, very interesting. The ignorant, the benefits of being ignorant. Like, I understood what you were saying. Like, the more you know, more you have knowledge, more you judge the things. Like, it's the world become very hard, very tough, because you know a lot, and all the things a problem. Like, all the things, all the information, and so on. Sometimes, I will be sincere with you. Sometimes I wouldn't know a lot of things.
Yeah, it's
Like,
more interesting, no?
yeah, the benefits of, don't know the things and just let it flow.
Yeah, let it go, and you don't understand, you don't worry. Okay, for me, and
Yeah, this is
especially
the point.
call about the politics, for example, the economy. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I wanted to understand more about the economy, the politics, because all the time when
Yeah,
I read something, oh my gosh, I hate this, I angry about this. So if I ignorant, so okay, I don't understand very well about this. Maybe it's
yeah,
correct. It's easy to accept anything.
yeah, perfect. Very good. Ricardo, how about you? What do you think?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
The role of education in empowerment.
Yeah. Well, uh, certainly is. I could mention that empowerment is synonym for education. Besides that, education is the key for so many areas in our lives. Empowerment in about constructing new friends, creating new friends, about how do you say, a mental health. I don't know, maybe is key for everything, including certainly empowerment. And when you know much things about a specific topic, certainly you became more confident, and the people notice this feeling in you. Certainly, if you have a good resume, is important, but sometimes the people would like to look in your eyes and notice a different bright or something, and the empowerment could bring this feeling So, but about self-confidence, and because in my opinion is similar to empowerment, the knowledge, the studies could bring is as a kind of circle, in the one let strong the other. You receive more knowledge and you became more confident, and is one step complement another. So is part of this condition is a natural gift, because there are some people could face better some aspects. I don't know what happened. This person is nature confident, but I believe that knowledge could help a lot. And there are some people have a lot of knowledge, but is not exactly a confident person. But yeah, certainly I believe that knowledge is way to become better about this situation.
Very, very good point, because that's the point that I create a difference between autonomy, empowerment, and money, for example, because there are a lot of people that have money, but actually they don't have autonomy. To do the things like how I can do it. I have the power to do the thing. So sometimes I think it's more kind of related to self-esteem, like you said, very good.
I don't have exactly a person that have a good or a big self-esteem. In the past, after some while, I graduated in telecommunications engineering. After that, I completed the MBA. I do a lot of courses, more than 100 courses. And this feeling don't became better exactly. No, not exactly. No, let me rephrase. I became better, but certainly the quantity of knowledge that I received not corresponded to improvement in this area. So I believe that became better, but I could mention myself as an example. Knowledge became better, but not. I don't know what happened, but it's not exactly the solution for all the problems in this area. Is necessary more attitude or another kind of knowledge, not exact study, for example, a specific area, for example, geology or telecommunications. You bring some improvement, but it's necessary complementing your knowledge in another areas too. Particular, for example, therapy and other things, you could bring a kind of empowerment too.
Perfect. Yeah, I think it's more related to the sense of purpose. Like when the people can link all the things, like I'm learning because I'm learning this because I will apply in my job, I'll apply in my personal life, and from my personal life, I can help other people, and I can make money as well, and I can create a business, I can make curse or made curse and create curse, and so, a lot of things. I think the more linked you have all the skills, your motion will be more interesting for you, and you feel more empowered because I'm doing this because of that. I'm doing this because of that. I can apply this or I can apply there. And okay. Well, do you have autonomy learning English, Bruna? Do you have autonomy learning English? Or do you consider that you have, or I don't know?
Oh my gosh, in English, I don't know. I'm sincere. I don't know if I have autonomy in English. I have, yes, I understand that I have autonomy because I, one time, also I said, I, oh my gosh, eu não passo fome, I don't, angry. It's possible I speak in English many times to ask my food, my drink, something.
The basics you
The
can.
basic it's
Yeah.
possible, so I don't have a
Perfect.
problem with this. I understand that I have autonomy in this moment, but
Yeah.
I
Perfect.
needed to improve it more and more all the time, in special the grammar. Sometimes I understand it's possible to speak, but I know that the verb, the tense, it's wrong. But I understand. I think when you know that you need to improve, it's a good point, no?
Okay.
Because if you oh my gosh, no, I know
Yeah,
all things it's possible to speak. My communication it's okay, it's possible. I understand that I have a problem. No, I understand that I needed to improve, but I understand that it's possible to travel and you speak the basic, it's okay.
perfect. Yeah, I think you are, you brought yeah, the point. Interesting point, because when you are aware about your lack in terms of knowledge, like, oh, I need to improve there, I need to improve there. It's better because you are aware about your knowledge in general. I can communicate, I can do this, I can do that. That kind of things will be more hard, but I can try. And you feel comfortable, like, moving, like, I can do maybe this, I cannot do that, but okay. You don't feel like, oh my God, I don't know anything, and so on, because this is very, very amazing to talk about. There are a lot of people that know a lot of English. They studied a lot, but they don't have autonomy, and they are not empowered. So when you put that people in a situation that it's kind of, oh, you need to handle by yourself right now, the people that cannot do that. This is really interesting, because it's more about the feel, it's not about the knowledge, if they know
Yeah.
English or not. It's more about the internal, the self-conception.
Yeah. I understand that I have autonomy, but I don't have empowerment. Don't- Yeah, in this moment, oh my gosh, I have self-esteem, yes, but I don't have a self-confidence enough.
Self-confidence.
I
Okay.
understand that it's
Unfortunately, these two things is not correlated, like I told sometimes, because, for example, Bruna is easy to notice your improvement since I started to participate in some meetings with you. As you, I could notice so improvement. So I have to congratulate you because of that. You improve a lot.
Yeah.
And you have to, it's necessary to believe in yourself, because this movement, this lot of actions, this immersion, something could bring in, you became better in English, and you certainly you don't feel hungry in, for example, United States or another English country, but more than because you talk, you are talking in a good level. Certainly, certainly you have to improve more, like any other people, but certainly in certain
Like
level.
me,
Not exactly.
like everyone.
Not exactly.
Yeah, like
Certainly.
everyone. Guys, you need to
If you feel
normalize
like you.
that.
level,
That's right.
if someday, maybe when I was, I don't know, when they arrive in around 80 years old, and they continue student until maybe someday I reach this level, and
No, come on, Ricardo.
when
I think in
when I got to this
2
level,
weeks,
certainly I
you're
stopped
gonna
to
reach
study.
this. Yeah,
I stopped studying, certainly.
I will always say two main points about the studies. Also, I was talking to Bruna Carreta, and we were discussing about the education and the process of learning, and she is a very commitment student. She studied a lot and a very organized person. She's a very organized person. And she asked me, Andrew, how can you do to learn? And I told her, I don't know, because I'm totally confused. All the things that I do is confused. And of course, I have my kind of, in quotes, protocol that is kind of switch the things and, do without any organization. But I learn from it. All the things I learned from it. It's my way to learn. And the point is, you can find your way to learn. And sometimes is that because in English, what I've seen is that some schools or some people try to put all the people in the same box. All the people say, oh, you need to do this, that. Man, you need to find your way to learn. You need to feel happy with your process. Like, it's not as something that's need to be heavy on your shoulders. But I'm just here to communicate. And there are a lot of people that have improving a lot English without knowing, like, I never perceive that I'm growing. Okay, that is the point. So don't care about this kind of level. The level, the advanced level, the intermediate.
I what's mean. I may feel very frustrated about my progress, certainly, but unfortunately or not, is the only way to improve my English is continue studying. That's really frustrating because I studied so much time during my life. Well, and certainly I could study more, because the most part of the time I just studied during the class, but I needed to watch more videos, watch movies or something in English or another situation.
Ricardo, I suggest you watch your first video in TALKNTALK,
the progress.
and after this you watch this video.
Maybe it's a good tip.
I'm sure that you look at your
I don't know if it's possible find.
Surely possible. Live on YouTube. I'm sure
because I started at August, the last August. I don't know if you exist this video.
Yes.
Okay, I try to find in.
This is a very good advice, Bruno. Very good.
Yes, I did this with me. So my first
your self-esteem is improve a lot.
terrible because I needed to read. It's impossible to translate the questions. Oh my gosh, I didn't understand. Nowadays, I have the problem that when I read the question, I don't know what happened. I didn't understand very well. I prefer when I listen someone ask me something. Because when I read, oh my gosh, I didn't understand the specific words. And I put more focus in this work that I don't know. So, oh my gosh, I didn't understand that question. So I prefer when the other person asks me currently, I don't know, I said the correct. A current communication, correct conversation. The fluent. I think it's more interesting for my mind. That question number one, question number two, because when I read the question, I didn't understand. I don't understand. I have a problem with the questions.
And
in my case, it's the opposite. I I feel more comfortable when I have to read. Sometimes the teachers change the order or made
Like me,
others not no
change
yeah.
the
It's not. It's not.
create different
I was.
questions.
I was telling, but I don't consider the wrong way. I believe that's not.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
perfect
different way.
because it's move myself from the comfortable zone or something like that. Because yeah, I studied a lot just reading and writing, but not practicing my English in immersion, for example. So yeah, that's the how do you say? This is one of the way to improve your English. Right? So
Yeah.
to
And,
follow
and
the own way.
other thing that I always say is that I have a lot of problem to learn the things because I'm totally confused. This is my way, for real.
Yeah, sure.
I have a lot of, for me, it's hard to learn the things. But I know that, the good point is I know, so I studied a lot. I put a lot of effort to learn the things. And the consequence, I know a lot because I study hard,
Yeah,
really
exactly.
hard. And
Yeah.
sometimes the people try to compare, to me, like how, because I see that you are in different, like, man, you don't know how hard I have studied. You really don't know how hard I have studied. I will say a quote in Portuguese that I think that is very interesting, that todo mundo vê as pingas que eu bebo, mas ninguém vê os tombos que eu levo. I think this is perfect. Totally perfect. Because I have studied very hard. So, in all the areas of my life. So when I say the things or I perform the things that I know, is because I studied very hard, and it's not easy for me. And I know a lot of people that, can acquire knowledge more easier. And I feel, oh man, I really admire you, but I cannot do the same. So I need to work hard. And I'm good with it. I'm totally comfortable. Okay, I know that's my way. Okay, no problem.
It's easy to see only the results, no? Easy to see only the result. Nobody.
It's very easy.
Yeah, nobody look at the step by step, the hard to.
Yeah.
Noites mal dormidas.
Perfect. A lot of actually.
I have a classmate, and I was telling about a situation. Oh, my friend, not this guy was telling me. Another guy was telling, and you study a lot in don't you learn this language? What kind of problem you have? Something, and a friend of mine, and the classmate friend, tell me. Telling about this phrase. Se tu continuar pagando sapo, eu vou te defenestrar. And probably the most part of the people don't really know about this word. So it's a Portuguese. So in this case, you have to know. But it's like Portuguese, English is there are a lot of different words, and sometimes it's difficult to find the specific one. So
I saw other people that say I'm just, I think I'm similar, like the people that are saying that eu vou aprender na base do ódio. That's totally my way. I will learn this kind of thing. I will really learn. Don't matter what I need to do. So for me, it's hard, and I need to work hard. So exactly. But I'm normal. I think the difference is I'm totally good with it. I have done it, and okay, sometimes it's not possible, sometimes it's possible, but let's do it again and again and again and again. Guys, thanks a lot for this conversation. I will share with you the forms as usual, okay? And just to let you know, will be the first business conversation, but in the next conversation, I will bring a normal immersion, and we're gonna talk about, the life and something that I've reading, some techniques of learning English, and the things that I think I can engage more the talkers to talk more, because sometimes the people are afraid to talk about business, and okay, it's normal. Okay.
All right.
Enjoy the
All right.
enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Thanks a lot for this conversation, and
Thank
see you in
you.
the next
It's
one.
a
Thank you,
pleasure.
Bruno.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye bye.